Hey everybody, we are about to go live. Don't wait. I'm not going to wait the whole 5 minutes. I just had to pee and I don't have a shorter timer. So just wait. Here we go. It's coming in a second. And thanks for joining us. Go spread the word on Twitter. Go share on social media and smash that like button. This is going to be an intense one. Be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. It is Super Tuesday. I know I'm the background noise for a lot of you while you're watching this coverage come in, but I got an important issue I want to talk about today. I got something I want to promote, and I got my man Jody here to do it with me. What's up, Jody?
YouTube was good. What's up, Andy? What's up, Popcorn Planet? What's up, family? We here. It's going to be heavy, and I'm ready for it.
You are. I couldn't have a better person to talk about this topic with me because this one just got me mad. This one was, I was going to do a story about it earlier, and I just didn't get a time to do its own full story. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it as change my mind. I don't think Jody's going to change my mind. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a potential rant video today, but I'm down for it because this one means something to me. Look, I am not a fan of Buzzfeed. Not a fan of Buzzfeed. Like I could used to appreciate Buzzfeed for what it was because it was like, okay, it's just like listicles and clickbait nonsense that some people just like to do during their boring work days. But then Buzzfeed started becoming news and like pretending to become news and then trying to like break stories during the elections and things. And they had some money and they tried, but the problem with their news is they're just doing the same tactics they do for their listicles for their news stories too. They find very salacious or clickbaity sort of headlines and tricks. And let's be fair, a lot of the media does it, but it's worse. I've noticed with BuzzFeed recently, and I'm over it. I am so over it, and they have such a biased slant, and typically I don't really care, but when it starts ruining lives and it starts making accusations to really potentially destroys people's careers, that's when I need to speak up and start calling it out. Because this goes beyond
in the fight.
Yeah, this goes beyond politics. Because look, as you guys know, I'm building. For some of you watching, I'm building this new channel, Hugging the Cactus, which I need you guys to all support. Jody's mad at you because not enough of you have been supporting it. I got to be honest. Come on,
terrible.
What's going on with this? I'm sorry. I don't give a crap about if you are unless you're in the stream and showing up and showing action. I'm losing interest in this audience that I've built. I don't care if I have 100 people watching. If those 100 people care, that's what I care about. Because I'm sort of over this sort of watching from afar, not getting involved. Because what am I doing this for? And so I gotten inspired and I'm getting frustrated, and you're going to start getting the real me, the passionate me, the fearless me, which Jody's brought out, because I'm over it all. Who cares? I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for a little bit of money, but I'm doing this to get out there and keep my brand there. And if I'm not saying something, why are we friggin' here? Right, Jody?
Facts. I say it. Your audience is trash right now, bro. Like they're not. Y'all ain't supporting this man. Y'all waiting in the shadows.
Wait. Let's be clear.
Mess up.
The audience, some of the audience here has been okay, but yeah, I would say the bulk of the people who are just
here. You got 100,000 subscribers, bruh, and you got 60 people in your stream right now. What kind of shit is that?
Well, I do believe I do believe it's the algorithm. Like literally, my girlfriend.
That's my subscriber right there donating. Shout out to Bobo, man.
Yeah. Oh, Bobo. Thank you. I wish I could pop up donations. And I gotta figure out how to get Streamlabs or how this works. But anyway, Bobo, thank you. Your fam's keeping me alive while everyone else is just sort of sitting on the sidelines. And I don't want to like try and guilt you into money. It's not even about money. But I asked you guys to go subscribe to this channel, and it was way too slow. It was way too slow for an audience that's supposed to be dedicated into this topic, which is important. That's why half of you subscribe to me because of this topic. And so this topic is important. And luckily I did cross the threshold. So thank you to those who did. But this is a very important, I'm going to put some energy on this channel. It's going to be a slow build, but I don't care because this is something I'm passionate about. These are stories that are going to matter. And so if you haven't already, go subscribe to Hugging the Cactus. It's really important to me. I'm going to do my movie videos. It's going to happen, but I'm going to be doing more live streams and trying to build a crowd here that wants to be here, that wants to have fun, that wants to tell it like it is. I can't wait to be here with Jody when he needs me over in his place, and when Jody's going to come over here and sign me up, because I just love talking to him because he's real. I've had people like, oh, get rid of that Jody guy. He just hates everybody. No, if you actually listen to him, he's got feelings. Now, look, we don't always agree. I've seen you do some things, and I'm like, what the hell's that? But you wouldn't be here if it wasn't, if I didn't love you, wanted to support you and be here. So, but anyway, so like right here, Ian, chill with the e-begging. No, I'm not going to chill with the e-begging. This isn't free. Do you have any idea how much all this costs? Do you have any clue? It's not e-begging. It's pay for stuff when you know what? It's not even about me. It's any artist in the world. I'm so sick of people. Hey, can I get that painting for free? Hey, can you just give me music for free? Why do we all just assume that artists and creators don't need to get taken care of? Jody, what is with this with society where they don't even understand it? They're like, quit with the begging. I'm here. I'm watching your stream, which doesn't even have ads. And I'm just sitting here watching, and I shouldn't. Why are you telling me to pay for things? I didn't even tell you to pay for things. I told you to go subscribe to this channel. It doesn't even make me any friggin' money, and you're yelling at me saying I'm e-begging. I can never get enough. You know what? You're getting banned. Get out of here. I don't want this attitude anymore. Get the hell out of here. You are done. I'm over it. What is going on?
Freak out of here. They're here to watch you fall, bro. They want to see you
I'm
fail.
over it. I'm over it. Dude, if you want to earn it back, you've just been hidden. I'm like, what do you, don't, I'm not sorry. I'm over this. I'm frustrated, and I'm just sick of it. I'm not going to hide any of that crap, and that's not e-begging. Go subscribe to this, or sign off, and don't watch my channel anymore. I don't give a crap anymore. Let's get to this point. Let's get to the real topic, because this is why I'm pumped up today.
Fire.
This guy, Timothy Hutton, I don't have a dog in this race. I don't know Timothy Hutton. Honestly, I don't know. But I read this article, and after reading it, I'm mad at Buzzfeed. Why was this article even published? This accusation, the way they paint it, the way it's been all over the media now, everybody, now his show got canceled, and they jumped on it and released it right as his show gets canceled to jump in. Well, his show got canceled on Fox all at the same time. It's just timing that's shoved this guy down, accused of raping 14-year-old model in 1983. Guys, this happened in 1983. And if you really go through all the facts of this story, there's a lot of really questionable things about this person who's coming forward. Now, look, I do believe everyone has the right to come forward and make accusations. That is the thing. But when a media outlet like Buzzfeed chooses to just lead this as the header, Timothy Hutton raped me. This is dangerous. What if he didn't, Buzzfeed? What are you going to be responsible for his family and everybody else? Because I can tell you for a fact that women do lie about this. And I'm really triggered by it because this is not okay, Kate and Adam. You're doing journalism here thinking, well, we've vetted and we had her do, but there's a lot of questionable stuff, and it's a long friggin' article. Why is this article they spent so much time doing? You know why it's long? Because they don't want to get sued. And they didn't have enough evidence, and so they're trying every little thing they can do to try to talk about it. And Timothy Hutton's defense doesn't even come until like 3 pages in, which no one has the attention span for anymore on the internet. It's absolutely just so frustrating when you read all this. Jody, I know I said this to you quickly, but did you get a chance to glance over this? Were you getting as triggered as me as you read it?
I read in detail to like page 4, bro, and just off, I got to the point where they were talking about his season being the first season filming and all that. When it started to talk about Hutton, I got her story, I got her complaint, bruh, and what the freak? I'm sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I don't believe this chick. I don't believe her. I don't believe her because for the simple reason of where it's at. This is 2020. This is Me Too cash cow time. And if you read the details, bruh, she sent a friend to shake him down on the side, bro. She
So
sent a friend to get him for money on the side. And then when she bring up criminal case, when she brought up charges, it wasn't charges. She tried to bring up civil litigation to sue him for money instead of actually going to the police. She hit him on the back end trying to get a settlement without even going to the police and trying to get criminal charges on the man.
look, this happens.
Clearly out for funds,
They
bruh.
point out the fact that that she has no eyewitness to the alleged assault itself. This is now Timothy Hutton's response, which comes in like mid article of like a 15-page article. They point to this is BuzzFeed as proof. They cite the fact that she didn't raise the issue until 2017, 34 years after the claims incident took place. And when she did raise it, she hired a lawyer to pursue a financial settlement rather than going to the police. They point to the fact that she has no eyewitnesses to the alleged assault itself. Most damning of all, they said, is the fact that last March, an ex-boyfriend of hers reached out to the man she said assaulted her alongside Hutton and offered to personally broker some sort of deal. Johnson, this is the accuser, agreed that her friend's actions look bad. It put me in a very difficult situation, he said. Look, I'm sorry. You, BuzzFeed, you can't just put headlines like this out in the world because they get picked up.
Come to them with this story, though. I mean, it's Me Too movement. It's hot. It's buzzing. Let me try to play devil's advocate a little bit, bro. This is what it is, baby. Lynch mob. Get your pitchforks and your freaking fire things. You blow fire. Let's get these motherfuckers. And they come at him. She came at him with this freaking huge precedent. They had communication before. There's proof there, and she probably brought that up. And freaking the news is running with it, bro. You know what it's about in Hollywood right now. It's about the next one. Who's the next one? We got Weinstein, got Cosby. We tried to get Andy, got him because he's still suffering through the shit. Tried to getting Spacey. What's up? Who's next?
Yeah, no,
amen. Trying to get Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, no, and look, it's what's frustrating is to me like actual victims of assault, and I've talked to many, and many have come to through my story have just expressed their frustration when they read sort of the exchanges I did, and they were pissed at her as they should have been. Thank God there are people out there with sanity minds who didn't make me want to lose my own. But this is just.
What do they have to lose? BuzzFeed doesn't have anything to lose here.
No,
if you report on the news about her getting raped and it comes out true, then you could say, "Oh, we reported it first, and we're one of the breakers." And if is reported false, and the news comes out and the evidence comes out that she was lying, BuzzFeed can then make another article saying you are a trash piece of human being, and this is the Me Too movement misfire. They win.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, and where I get so frustrated is this even isn't like I don't even consider them a news agency. They're not. BuzzFeed is not. BuzzFeed is literally listicles and top 10, blah blah blah. That's all they've done their whole life.
I don't take no sources from these motherfuckers.
No, and so the fact that they're trying to like get into these serious accusations and like really break Me Too stories, it's like anyone can make this up. Anyone can say, yeah, 40 years ago, John Travolta raped me, and suddenly now it's BuzzFeed's going to go do it. Yeah. They're going to print the story because they know it's going to. They think it's going to. But they're getting a little flack. There's a little flack, but it's just amazing because. I went and I looked around, and it's changed slightly today, but all throughout the day, like the headlines were just awful, and they're all most of them actually aren't even as bad. Some of them actually do, thankfully, surprisingly, because I think the pendulum is swinging slightly of people wanting due process. But this is Oscar-winning Timothy raped me when I was 14, says Canadian Mile. Now this is technically not they can say that because it's what she says, right? But it's their headline, and. It's not Timothy Hutton accused of blah, blah, blah. It's they use the word rape in there to make you triggered immediately. And that's already problematic to me. If it's like
it's rape and statutory rape,
yeah,
right? Because
exactly.
Because she's 14 as well. So
and then there's a whole thing about they didn't talk about their age, and then and there's no way I could have looked 20. And then they interview her friends, and the friends even admit, yeah, no, we looked 20. We looked in our 20s. So the whole thing's just filled with hypocrisy. From to be fair, they did try to react to things, but they put it so down in the list, and who reads it all? No one's going to read it all. No one's going to read it all. The other sources aren't going to read it. They're going to run with BuzzFeed's headline because BuzzFeed seems like a legitimate news source. And now suddenly this dude's screwed. This dude is screwed. Now, I'm with you. Like, I'm sorry. In 1983, what are you going to accomplish from this? Like, what is she going to accomplish now that she couldn't have done then? She's had
money,
she's
baby,
had
bigger
exactly.
account.
She's had decades of time to come forward and try to do this, and she doesn't do it until now when she's seeking financial gain. That's what's so frustrating. You're going to wait all this time, and you're not even going to like just do it for the fact of what's right. You're going to do it for monetary value.
Correct.
That is not okay. I don't understand why we allow that to happen. Why does that make it so? Why does BuzzFeed then take her seriously and not suddenly say, okay, well, look, we need to really vet this and some other sources. It's entirely frustrating. And so this is the most serious one. And look, I don't know Timothy Hutton. I don't know what happened. At the same time, though, I'm reading this evidence and I'm reading everything. And I got to be honest, I'm leaning more towards Hutton and his legal team and the defense they're throwing at us based off a lot of the things we've already spoke about and Jody brought up. But I'm most mad at BuzzFeed because they're just trying to get the click. They're trying to get money through the click. They're trying to they don't care if they tarnish this guy's name. And you guys
take him down too.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. Like I'm deep in this because I'm editing stories and watching people who are just constantly wronged by the media and by everybody, and I'm so fed up by it. And I actually, before I keep forgetting, Vitaly, thank you for the support there, Vitaly. I appreciate that. You've always been there, Vitaly. True supporter. I see you there in the streams. There's a lot of you in there. I see you, but Vitaly's been stepping up, so I appreciate you doing that. I don't know is it rubles? What is this? Rubies? Rupees? Anyway, whatever it is, it means a lot to me. So thank you. But anyway, this is a serious thing that we got to take seriously, and it really makes me mad when this is like two BuzzFeed news reporters are on this vetting all of the questions and it's for what? Why is she doing this? She's not doing this because it's the right thing to do. She's doing this to make money. They've proven that. She's pretty much admitted that. So how is BuzzFeed not? That's what's so frustrating in Canada and other countries. There are much stricter libel laws. Like you can get sued for slander, defamation much more easily than you can in America. Major press agencies are protected, and it's enough is enough. And Trump, no offense, isn't going to fix that because he likes to, slander and bully whoever he wants on the internet. But this is a really scary thing. I interviewing someone in Canada who is able to actually can sue for defamation. There's other ones, Jeffrey Rush sued in Australia and won against the media for those false claims. But why are we not holding the media to a better standard? Trump's also right in this fake news and all this. That's what's so frustrating. We need to put, we need to
There's
put this in
another one
there.
of mine right there. Look at that.
Alonzo, thank you, man. All these Jody's, Jody's my family. The Jody's Corners fam is what supports. So Delonzo, thank you for that.
You motherfucking people that are Andy subscribers. It's over 110,000 of you motherfuckers, bro.
Well, they're not watching.
Jody's Corner fam is showing more love than y'all, man. Shame on y'all motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, if you're watching,
you tight, bro.
Yeah, you are tight, man. Thank you so much. That means enjoy your content, Andy. I enjoy your support and your comments when you chime in. Thank you for that, man. But anyway, BuzzFeed, I'm over it. I'm over BuzzFeed, and I'm going to keep paying attention and calling out when I say it. And there was another example that really I tried to do a story and it slipped through the cracks for me. But do you guys remember? Do you remember this guy, Carson King, the guy who saved it was like, hey, I want beer money. And he put the sign on, and then this reporter, Aaron Calvin, basically canceled him. He went in a routine background check, as they called it in the Des Moines Register, that he found some questionable tweets from when the dude was like a teenager, like quoting Tosh.0. And he said some stupid stuff. But while they're doing this profile, do you know the story, Jody?
Are you changing stories already?
Yeah, I'm changing stories because I'm trying to show another example of BuzzFeed and their.
Are we gonna come back to this chick?
Yeah. We'll come back, but I want to button up why BuzzFeed's dangerous. So this guy, this guy, do you remember the story with Carson King? He was this guy. He posted up this sign for free beer money, Venmo me, and then people started Venmoing him money, and he made thousands of dollars. And when he found that out, he decided, I'm going to give this to local children's hospital, and it was this amazing thing. And then suddenly he rallied it up. He made $1 million, and then Anheuser-Busch, which was on the sign, matched it, as did Venmo. Dude raised a ton of money for his local charity. And so then this guy at the Des Moines Register decides to report on it. And so he goes and reports on it. And while he's reporting it, this is weeks into while Carson King has been a hero. Weeks later, this guy, Aaron Colvin, in his local Des Moines Register paper, is doing this simple piece on Carson, but decides to profile him a little longer. And then he says, due to our routine background checks, they went back 10, 12 years to search his Twitter. And they found some questionable tweets that the dude made. And so they weren't good. But the reporter then goes to the guy and says, look, we found this stuff. We're going to have to report on it. And so immediately Carson's like, oh, crap. I'm going to lose all this money for the kids. I'm going to be canceled. This is terrible. And so that's what happens, right? So what does Carson King do? He goes and just fesses up. He does a press conference. He's like, look, I did these things. I shouldn't have done these things. That was a different person then. It was this Tosh.0 I watched, and I shouldn't have done it. I've learned from there. I don't want this money to be affected. The children's hospitals, yada, yada. They should do it. And then everyone sort of gave him a pass. It was like, well, thank God. He's showing growth, right? Well, Aaron Calvin got a lot of flack. Why did you need to post those tweets in a little profile piece about a guy raising money for the hospital? And then you know what really was funny about this story? They went and found Aaron Calvin said incredibly racist things on his own friggin' Twitter account. The reporter that went and tried to cancel this guy was guilty of his own, practice. And suddenly everyone's calling him out saying, why are you saying this? And you're saying the N-word and all this stuff that it was like, dude, what? It was the most perfect hypocrisy shown and it's put out on a platter. And this guy, Aaron Calvin, was just, I'm sorry, he has not shown any remorse. He has not shown any sort of accountability for what he did. He's played victim the entire time because suddenly he then eventually people asked for him to get fired and they let him go. And so then the dude got wrecked. And so now who picks up the story to defend the reporter? Buzzfeed. The reporter fired in the Busch Light guy scandal says he feels abandoned by the Des Moines Register. And he just does this piece where this reporter just backs up the reporter and gives him a platform to not take accountability. To basically say, yeah, you were right as a reporter to do this. He wasn't. It had no basis in the report, and it was just awful. And it just shows the bias of what outlet's going to go defend the reporter who's caught being a hypocrite and being a jerk. Oh, BuzzFeed, of course. BuzzFeed's going to jump in and help this guy. And the comments were just ridiculous. Everyone was just like, what are you doing? This guy he's learned nothing. And then the facts were wrong, and people were just hating on this and thing. So anyway, I want to bring this in because there's so many. I've talked to a few people who've been canceled wrongly, and they all say BuzzFeed was the one that really took them out, that went in first, went in without actually finding out the truth, without vetting the things properly. And BuzzFeed does this all the time. So coming back to full circle, I'm over it. BuzzFeed is not okay. It's not okay with me that we just keep giving a lot of these outlets a pass. But BuzzFeed is surprisingly big and surprisingly has reach. And people, for some reason, take it seriously in these serious news stories. So what do we do, Jody? What are your thoughts on all this? I'm over it.
Seems like BuzzFeed is a trash website. That's what it seems like to me based off what you said. I don't even mess with BuzzFeed, bro. I look at BuzzFeed and I just swipe it like I do Digital Spy and all the other bullshit. I just go by, if it ain't Hollywood Reporter, if it ain't Deadline, maybe some USA Today, I ain't nothing with the shit. There's very limited sites that I mess with, and BuzzFeed just seems like another cesspool type of freaking website, bro. But at the same time, this is what it's about. Like you did the honest trailers thing. You know what it's like being in the press, in the Hollywood, in the limelight, bro. This is what they're paid to do. What's popping? What's hot? What's going? And after this Me Too movement is over in maybe a couple of years, it's gonna be something else. It might be the fat people movement. Like if you ain't fat or thick, you get isolated. Fat people rights. Fat people need.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, then we gonna be in.
Finally,
it's gonna be, and then it's gonna be articles. Then you're gonna see Hollywood Reporter, BuzzFeed, all these other making. Oh, this woman was let go of a role because she was too big. Oh, shame on them. I mean, it's a cycle, bro. It feels like there's only one thing that's changed. There's only one thing that has come into our society of how long is it? Over 2,000 years on this planet that has wrecked our shit where we don't know what we're doing. Like it's a lynch mob. We're confused. People don't know what they want to be with machines now. They want to marry. I saw a woman who married a Ferris wheel, bro. Like literally, she's married to a Ferris wheel at a carnival. Bro, our society is broken down to nothingness. And there's only one factor that changed. There's only one factor that came out and revealed itself that wrecked everything else. And that's social media. Social media is the tool of the freaking devil. Social media is the tool, whatever you believe in. Satan, evil entity, a dark demon somewhere, or evil, bad, negative. Motherfucking social media ruining our world. It is ruining our society, bro, and destroying.
I think just our time with our families. Like I would even blame it's the whole phone. This phone
bro, I could get this phone right now and just
we check out.
We check out. Are you in Florida?
Yeah.
You're in Florida, right? I'm in Cali. I'm far. I'm like almost 3,000 miles away from you, but I could do this. Hate you, die. Your kids are ugly. F your wife, rapist. Boom, right there on your account. Your eyes see it. It affects you.
Yep.
It has a possibility of affecting you.
Yes.
I can have influence from here over through there into your home.
No, it's true. And to have the strength to be and security in yourself to be able to not be affected by that is such a muscle that not enough people have. It takes serious conditioning, and I'm working on it myself still, but I feel like I'm much better at it than I was. But that conditioning is sort of just real life and experiences are the only things that really get you to, and just happiness and learning how to be happy in your own skin. All that stuff is what actually is going to solve people, but we don't get to actually focus on it because we're talking to people through tweets. We don't call each other anymore. We don't have conversations. People go out to meet and they're on their friggin' phones texting. They're not even making eye contact with each other. It's terrifying what we are as a parent.
It's rare to say
I'm
hello to somebody
so
on the
scared.
street.
Yeah. And we can't say hi anymore. And if you say hi to someone, you're creepy. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
What?
Did you say good morning? What? Talking to me?
I'm over it. I'm way more friendly. I try to be way more friendly just to say hi to people, just to sort of get it. I wanted to. You were not only were you right that a woman married a Ferris wheel. Of course, she's from Florida. Florida woman married to Ferris wheel. The ride she loved for decades. Oh my God, this relationship has had its ups and downs. Boom. Good job, Daily News. I got to give you props on that one. A Florida woman is married to an amusement park ride she named Bruce. Wow. And Linda married the hunky piece of steel last year. Renewed her vows with the Skydiver, a Ferris wheel-like ride earlier this year in Florida, a state that currently prohibits same-sex human beings from getting hitched. I tie you flesh to steel, Preacher said during renewal on Largo TV program. Recounted her longtime relationship with the ride on TV channel. What? Which follows, I got this weird feeling I can't explain, she said, meeting the ride at the carnival in 1982. This was a year before, apparently, the alleged accounts of Timothy Hutton, let's remember. My heart was pounding as we went up to the platform and I got on the ride. I felt like I was being taken by this ride. She already knew she had a proclivity for objects. She'd previously fallen in love with an airplane when she was a pilot and was involved in an intimate relationship with a train. She even became a conductor to get closer to a locomotive.
Bro.
I was seen in a romantic embrace with a train, and subsequently I was fired after being seen in a romantic. What do you think a romantic embrace with a train is? Does that mean like naked? Like
she was reverse cowgirling the seat, bro. That's what.
Jesus. Oh my God. Her love with objects did not sit well with her family. Well, I imagine. My mother's reaction was completely off the wall. She was very religious. To her, I was an abomination to God, and she wanted to change that. She really thought I was a demon possessed. But when she met Bruce in 1982, she ran away and joined the carnival so she could be close to the ride. She'd cuddle it with it at night when the midway was deserted. But a storm in 86 knocked the ride out of commission, forcing it to Wichita, Kansas for repairs. I was completely alone. I felt I was dying from the inside. I was lonely, sinking in depression. She booed 25 years later when a friend tracked down Bruce, rusting away in a scrapyard 3,000 miles away. She jumped in the car to see her long-lost lover. The ride is just piles of steel trusses, but it's still Bruce. Holy mo! This is amazing. I was carrying pizza to him. Bruce smells pizza, and there's the love of life is returning to him. It felt like I never left him. She remarried the ride to prove her devotion. She had him restored and hopes to get the ride back and operational again. A small group of friends were celebrating the renewal. My goal is to spend the rest of my life and grow old with him and eventually get a piece of land where we can just be by ourselves. Wow. All right. Now hold on. What's the harm in this, Jody? She seems happy, Jody.
And you see that's an example. And we had to give her a label, because we can't have something weird in this world without giving it an official label. I wish Dave Chappelle's show was freaking out. He would have a freaking field day with this shit. Her label is pansexuality. When you could be in love with, have sex with a human or not, an object, a thing, whatever, a kid. Pansexuality does cater to freak. What's it called? Child. What the freak are they called? Child molesters and shit.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, but there's the actual term for it.
Oh, like the nice term for it?
Yeah, the PC term for being
I forget.
Pedo.
Yeah.
Pedophilia.
Is that PC? It's still not a good term, dude.
But that's like the term. But pedophilia falls under that category. And if you want to, there's even states in this country that I've read articles last year about people trying to make, there's a real movement of a group of people somewhere in this country who are trying to make pedophilia an actual label to be tied to pansexuality. So they're trying to get pedophilia, in other words, like a human right, so we could run around, so they can run around and get kids and shit, and claim that it's their identity and that's what they are as sexually beings, to be pansexual.
Well, look, there's a couple things to unpack in this, because clearly that she's got some mental illness. Like I would argue.
Why would you say that? How would she have mental? What do you mean?
Yeah, because I don't know why. I just feel like there has to be.
Do you agree that people that wake up and live their lives as men and one day wake up and say I'm a woman and call me Alicia, do they have mental illnesses as well?
No, I don't.
And she don't got a mental illness then, bruh.
But I mean, but I don't know. I feel like in order to be that attached to an object and legitimately believe it, like without anything that can give it back, I don't know. I don't believe. I mean,
it's an object. She would be mad at you.
You're right, and maybe mental illness is the wrong term, so I'll take that back. But there's something off, because that's not normal, right? And
yes, so it's perfectly fine to say
no, because you can't say that.
She
there's
does
a lot
have a mental illness.
I believe the percentage of this is far lower than the people that you're talking about. So my point is like. But my point is just like there's something, there could be something there is all I'm just trying to say. And the other thing, I'm just like, do I really care who she marries and what she's with?
Stop video with the man, ma'am. Did you see the guy, that dude with a wig, and the GameStop guy? Don't call me sir, it's ma'am. Sir, don't call me sir, it's ma'am. I am a woman. That was a dude who just put a wig on and kind of like a top and automatically said, call me a woman. Bro, there's something wrong up there. You lived all your life. And he wasn't having the transition where he had the hormones and been doing it for years. You could tell this motherfucker 1 week was a dude, and the next week he said, I'm a freaking woman now.
Do you think Eddie Izzard or I'm trying to think, RuPaul, like, you think there's something wrong in their minds?
RuPaul's different because she knows she's a man, but she just dresses in drag.
Yeah, look, this is a complicated issue, and I'll happily go there with you.
If someone else,
I think all the things you're saying to me are different from marrying a Ferris wheel. I understand why people are upset about sort of pronouns and all these things that we're sort of changing. I understand that argument, and I'm with you on that. But where I'm like, I don't know. I don't think they're delusional in a way just because I'm sure there are some crazy people who do that. Just like there's some crazy people who are heterosexual.
Dwayne Wade had his 5-year-old son with fingernails, wigs, makeup, taking him to LGBTQ parades.
Yeah, but see, so you know what? I want to go to that one because you know what? I will fight. Let's change our mind on that one because maybe but right, it's all about being myself, and I don't care anymore. You flipped out on this that kid.
I did a tweet with eyes.
You did a tweet with eyes. So let's talk about the tweet. You knew exactly what I was talking about. The tweet with eyes. What's that? What is the influencer's name? The makeup person? James Charles. Makeup kit. I just want to. Let's go there because I think it's a perfect example of this story started getting picked up. I can't find it. It's on Twitter. You sent it out. Let me. Anyway, so this kid, 7-year-old kid, gets a makeup palette, a James Charles makeup palette, right? And so what were your eyes signifying? Let's just go. Let me ask that before I assume anything. What were the eyes signifying, Jody? What?
My eyes were signifying bad parenting.
So elaborate. Why was it bad parenting?
She is a bad parent for pushing a sexuality on her son.
Okay, here it is. Let's look at this.
The opposite sexuality, by the way.
So here's the clip in question.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get this full. I can't do full screen. Sorry.
Hey, Fiona.
Let me open it for you.
Got no problems. They're adults.
Do you know what it is?
But they're kids. The kids don't even know what a vagina.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna talk about this one because I think this is actually an important conversation.
Oh my gosh. Do you love it? It is so cool. Now you can do Joker maybe.
Now hold on. So let me share my reaction to this. If that were my kid and he was given that much joy and he sounds like my kid, like all kids sort of sound the same to me in that sort of age. but I saw that kind of joy coming from my kid. I don't care what it is. I'm going to support whatever that kid wants. Notice at the end, now you can do your Joker makeup. Like, I don't understand what we're freaking out about. I don't understand it. This is a kid who's having joy. Now, look, I understand the argument of why are parents teaching this. There's one where I saw the little girl getting a lap dance from drag queen with a dollar bill in her hand. Now, that one I understood. Why is she seeing a stripper? I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. It's just weird. Hitting dollar bills, people. I understand why people flip out on those. But this one, I don't understand the harm. What are we?
Sexuality. There's nothing wrong with her seeing a stripper either.
But what's wrong with him getting this? And now, furthermore, coolest. I did some research to look up this girl Tristan, this terrible parent. And look, here was her comment. So let's just give it a fair. Never in a million years did I expect the feedback and response that I received from posting a video of my son. I don't have to explain myself. However, I would just like to clarify something. I'm not changing or converting my son to be something else. He is who he is, and he's wonderful. He's kind-hearted, loving, and accepting. Acceptance is something that many people do not have. I will not raise my son to look down on another person based on religion, gender, race, or disability. If there's a room filled with people and one person is different, he will be the individual who extends his hand and shoulder to show that the person they are worth it and that they are accepted. My son doesn't have to be like a certain type of person to like makeup. He doesn't look at it like this is a girl's thing or only boys who like makeup. Everyone is deserving of happiness. This sparks joy to him. He also loves soccer, football, motorcycles, playing Fortnite, and Star Wars. He's 7 years old, and he has the rest of his life to do whatever he chooses because it's his. I am his mom and will support whatever trend he's into at the time. He knows where he is accepted and loved. Thank you. Look, I got no problem with this mom. I don't understand why she's a crazy mom. I don't get it, man.
There's so much wrong with what she said there. There's so much wrong with what she said there. Actually, I need to read the actual freaking. Supporting anything your child does is something on its own. What if your child wants to say that they're a basketball? What if a child says that I want to be with the freaking adult or I'm in love with that
that's such a dumb argument.
Man.
No. I'm calling you out. You want me to be heated? I'm going to heat with you. This is not the same as being a basketball. This is strict gender roles. This is strictly gender roles. You're drawing a line for makeup, but then you're comparing it to being a basketball?
How does a 7-year-old understand what gender is?
YouTube. They find it all the time. My kid watches all the time. I wish he didn't.
Is that not bad parenting?
No, but I can't control because his kids, he does it at his friend's house.
You can't control.
No, YouTube happens all over the place. When he's with me, there's rules, right? So my point is like, no, you can't always control every family in every situation, Jody. You can't. Schools, after school.
Bruh. You can control.
No, I'm not against YouTube, but my point is like, if he was into makeup tutorials, I'm not going to say stop watching makeup tutorials. Why would I do that?
I'm gonna put the Joker makeup to the side. There's clearly obvious clown makeup places you get from costume stores that is for clown paint. That was a palette for actual women. And if you look at the box, I saw that dude's face. I believe that is a
James Charles. YouTuber. Yeah, James Charles is a hugely popular YouTuber. Yes.
There you go. A gay man who cross-dresses, I'm sure, YouTuber.
Dude, careful. But here's my. I'm not trying to be woke on this, but I don't know what the fucking dude is. I'm not going to make any of those assumptions. So I don't know, but I know he's very. All I know is kids like popularity.
Stop. This is your freaking problem. Stop being PC and call this shit for what it is. What do you mean?
I don't know if he's gay. I don't know. I'm not going to call him gay. I don't know that. I'm calling you like it is. How do you know that? You don't even know the guy's name.
Sorry.
So because he wears makeup, he's gay?
If I have a makeup channel to make me look like a woman, what am I saying?
Well, no, but see, that's
if I have a livelihood.
Boy George did it in the 80s, and he wasn't a woman.
Shout out to Boy George. If I'm on YouTube in 2020 and I had a channel for, let's say, 5 years, and it's all designed around making me look like a woman, and I talk like, and oh, this is so glorious. I love, it's pretty. Stop it. What are we supposed to surmise? What else are we supposed to surmise? Oh, I bet. What the freak are we doing here? That's the same thing of a man has a YouTube channel who works out all the time. And you know what I'm saying? He does lots of workout videos. Yeah. Lifting his muscles, getting buff. And we're not supposed to assume he's a good athlete?
So would he? So here's where I'm confused. What's
there's smoke,
what's
fire.
okay for a kid to be into?
Bro.
But I'm asking legitimate.
7
Yeah,
years old.
what so a child so you cuz
I'm
I have
using this example. I'm using this example. I don't want to go off in la. We're staying to this kid in this situation. My 6-7-year-old son watching a grown man put on women makeup to look like a woman is bad parenting, in my opinion.
Right, but I don't see him doing that. I don't see pictures of him doing makeup of a woman. That's where I'm. Here's where I'm frustrated. If I challenge this or you, whether it's the commenters or you, now suddenly I'm a woke liberal and I don't understand.
Bro.
Like but hold on, I want to call it out because
You're in the chat saying that he's gay. I'm assuming.
no, but I don't even moving out. I'm moving on past that. I don't know. That has nothing to do with the conversation, in my opinion. Is what I'm saying. Why are we calling it out? My point is like this isn't about. It's an opinion of like I don't have a problem with boys with makeup. It's like sometimes boys dress up as girls.
I got no problem with
my
boys
point is
dressing up
girls
like
are.
clowns. Stop trying to make it, man. You playing bullshit right now.
No, but I'm trying. No. Hold on. Let me say it. Let me say it, and then you can respond. Just because I'm not trying to put words or do that. I'm genuinely confused. Okay, so it's just maybe I don't know makeup. So because it's a James Charles palette, that's the line for you. Like if it was a regular makeup kit from CVS, would you have had a problem with it?
If it was one of them regular makeup kits that is for stuff like that, face painting, then yeah, that's a freaking woman beauty palette, bro. Stop acting like you don't know what time it is.
But you're caught. James Charles is a man. So I'm confused.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You're saying it's a woman palette sold by a man who wears makeup. So that's where I'm just trying to understand your lines of what's okay. So can a man wear makeup and can it be for a man?
That's the point. A man can do whatever the freak he wants. A child is supposed to be guided by their parent until they're of age, mind-wise, to make conscious decisions of their own. And factually, that kid is not old enough.
Right. So I think what we're going down is a parental choice that you absolutely are allowed to make, just like she's allowed to make. It's something that's not okay with you, and it's something that's okay with her.
Social media, you put your shit on social media because you're riding the wave. Let's keep it a buck, because 8-9 years ago, she wouldn't have did this. She's riding the wave of everybody. It's almost like do what you want. It doesn't matter. Freak it. And she's riding that wave for attention.
I mean, we all are. We all are doing that. To be fair,
made her life public,
but we're not putting our kids there. I'll cede a point because I am playing a little devil's advocate. I'll cede a point where you are correct. There was no need for her to put her child out there in social media to be now a face of this.
What if he didn't
thing.
want to be? What if he didn't want? He's going to look years
that
later.
I 100% agree with. And so in that regard, I think it was a mistake. And that's something that. But where I'm stuck is like it's her choice, dude. Like that's where I'm like, what?
It is her choice.
It is her choice, and it's the kid's choice. And where I get frustrated
is not the kid's choice. No, miss me with that bullshit. Kids can't make these decisions. That's the problem.
But you're assuming that the mom told him. You're assuming that. I don't know that. Bro, but yeah, my point is, you have kids. Like, granted, I'm sure different kids.
I went to a hotel one time. And my son wanted to I was on the first floor, but I had kind of a high level. He wanted to try to see if he could jump into the pool that was like 6 feet over if he ran real quick. I said, no, because even though you probably can't make it, I said, no. Kids can't make decisions, bro. They'll kill themselves. They'll run. Look, here's a person making decisions. Zaya Wade. She's now Zaire is now Zaya. Well, you know what? Her parents never really gave him the ability to choose on his own. So they took him to LGBTQ parades with big titties and booties hanging out, exposing their son to sexuality at a young age. So when that boy hits the full mass puberty and he probably wants to get into some women, it'll be too freaking late. They're confusing him. They're wrecking him at a young age, because children should not be exposed to sexuality on this level or huge life decisions like putting on makeup or wearing a dress or being at gay pride parades. Man, bottle that shit up until you're a teenager.
Well, so here's where
if you want to be gay, I'm for it, because I freaking got a gang of gay subscribers and I'm cool with them. I got gay friends. I'm all for that. But just like I don't back black people wanting to be in Hollywood roles just because they're black. No.
So here's where I'm confused. Here's where I'm confused.
Always gonna be on that line.
So let's not even use that kid as an example, because I don't want. I actually feel bad for that kid, because he shouldn't be the face of The internet. It's not a good thing for a 7-year-old.
That
I agree with wholeheartedly with you, and it's like you got to be careful. You're right. There's no other reason to do it other than to get clout. Maybe she didn't realize that at the time, but that's why she did it, whether she knew it or not. But here's what I want to challenge you, because this is what the show is, and it's about having. I love that we can have this conversation, and I love that some of you in the comments are being respectful. You don't have to agree with me, you don't have to agree with Jody, but if we don't have conversations like this, we are effed as a society, because you got to have civil conversations with others. So this is a fire debate. It's really. So thank you for having me. But here's where I'm confused, and I'm not trying to call you out. I don't know. I don't have. What if the 7-year-old is gay? What if the 7-year-old is? Are you saying that can't happen?
Look, you say I'm not trying to call you out. You have this mentality, Andy, that, LA is still with you.
No.
That shit is still with you.
No.
Let that shit go. What do you mean you're not trying to call me out? Call me out, man. What the freak? If you see something, I'm not trying to, you always throw a little real quick sentence in there to try to protect or cover your, freak that shit. Say how you feel, man.
Well, okay, so is it okay for a 7-year-old to be gay? Do you believe that happens?
Is it okay for a 7-year-old?
I mean, do you believe that a 7-year-old can have tendencies to want to play with dolls, makeup, and dress up at 7?
No, this is what I mean. When you said is it okay for a 7-year-old to be gay, my definition of gay is doing the act.
Right. So when you say a 7-year-old being gay means, but here's where I'm just confused, because why is the palette sort of a direction to that?
I want to clarify what you said. Is it cool for a 7-year-old to be gay? And my definition is you're not. This is how I see it. You ain't gay without the act. You can have the thoughts, you can have the question, but the act is what makes it an actual gay. It makes it a homosexual act. So
right, the attraction to the same sex. I would agree with you. Okay, that's fair.
Attraction and execution upon. So I'm not okay with 2 little boys at the age of 7 kissing. I'm not okay with a boy touching a grown man in a sexual way because he likes him.
Noted.
Because when I was a little boy, there was really older women who looked good to me. When I was like 12, I was like, oh, she looked good. Oh. And it's just the same way. It's just the same way. I was too young. 11, too young. Even though I looked at them, they look good. It's just too young.
But all right, so fair, noted. But what if they have tendencies and attractions that just aren't grown? So my point is like, so let me reframe the question. Can a 7-year-old play with dolls, dress up, and makeup?
Yeah.
So why can't this kid get a makeup palette? What if this kid has more female tendencies, which I do believe is a thing?
I'm gonna go right back to it. Bad parenting.
But I'm not following you now, because now you're saying it's okay for a boy to have more, because again, it's about gender roles, right? And we have formed boys to go to the blue section and to get the action figures in the cars. They can't go to the doll section, even like the craft section, sometimes more aimed towards girls. There's the pink Friends Legos, and then there's the boy Legos. And when I have a stepdaughter, like we've had this conversation. She's like, "Why can't I get the cool boy stuff?" And I'm like, "You can get whatever the hell you want. Why doesn't that go both ways?" I don't understand why he can't get the makeup palette if he's into makeup. Why am I going to give him eyes or judge him who has joy in his eyes when he's like, oh my God, this is that thing. Now look, you are right. We shouldn't sexualize it, but I don't see anything in this feed that's sexualizing the makeup or James Charles or the mom or anything there. So I'm like, I don't understand the connection.
It's crazy. It's great. All right, so let me break it down. So if the kid with this makeup palette, put the makeup on, and you know what he's going to do? He's going to go to the YouTuber that's on the box of that makeup palette, and he's going to mimic what he's doing. That the style, the ambiguity, and whatever he says on that channel. He might say sexual things about a hot date he had the other night. All of this stuff is being absorbed by this little boy. And if this little boy wait. I don't mean to, but you don't watch the channel, so why are you assuming that's what he does? Bro, my girl watches beauty channels all the time.
Does she watch James Charles? So you can confirm so James Charles sexualizes his videos and his makeup tutorials.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't really know him like that, but I know there was a freaking beauty tuber who was a man just like James Charles, put the makeup on and stuff, and he ran through the mirror. My girl was telling me about it. The scandal. He was trying to convert his subscribers from straight to gay. And he was bullying them. And there's YouTube videos about him, and he even came out and they recorded him saying, "I like to get the straight ones. I don't want no gay guy. I want to get the straight ones."
But again, you're going off on a tangent about something that's not at all related to what we're talking about. We're talking about the specific makeup palette of James Charles, and I'm now going through his account and I'm looking at it, and it looks very safe. There's nothing. There's one doing Kesha's makeup, and Kesha's sticking her tongue. Kesha's a rock star. I don't see anything overly sexualized in any of these thumbnails and any of these titles. It's him on TikToks. It's him being popular. He's got 16 million subscribers, dude.
Yes. Let me try to finish what I was saying. So that boy with the makeup palette, looking at the YouTuber, idolizing, mimicking him, it affecting him. And let's say 3-4 years down the line, he's and he wants to follow the path of his idol, whatever his name, James Charles. And he's in doing the makeup videos now. Now he's trans or gay or whatever. And then he hits 17, 18 and he reflects on shit. And he might be sexually attracted to women at all of a sudden. Like, this is woman he want to get with, but he feels maybe he's confused or he'll reflect.
Because he got a makeup palette? This is so stupid.
Oh my God. Reflection.
But you're putting Jody, you don't even realize you're adding so much more to the story than we know.
God dang.
But you are.
Can I finish?
Sure, but you're not. You're just going off on these tangents of so many assumptions. How do you know what the mom's doing? How do you know this is happening more than just a palette?
You're acting like you haven't been watching TV or reading articles for the last 20 years.
But we're talking. No.
Bro,
we're talking about James Charles and a makeup palette, which you are saying is some sort of gateway to what? What is that? Why is that so problematic?
What are you talking about?
He's not a woman. He's a man.
If I watch,
he's a gay man. Is that what you're saying is the gateway?
Yes. What the freak, man?
So I'm calling you out. So why? Who cares if you turn? Who cares if it?
Planet or is this Disney 2.0?
No, I'm starting to call you out because you said again. Why are you so assuming that James Charles is going to turn them gay? You don't believe that a child is born gay or straight?
Andy, if you
Jody.
if you don't want your child to be
so you think you're going to condition them out of it by not giving them the palette?
God dang, he won't. Go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead, I'll wait until you finish.
So we're going to condition them from being a gay male by not giving them the palette. Now you can answer. I just want to make sure you're staying on topic.
For sure. If you don't want your son playing basketball, stay away from Muscle Beach. If you don't want your son playing volleyball, stay away from the motherfucking sand. What are you talking?
Dude, you know what I'm talking about? I want my kid to be a nerd so bad. I want him to watch every Marvel Star Wars movie. I try my damnedest to get him to watch that stuff, and he couldn't care less. So you're telling me that me as a parent have some say over what he's going to like or do? That is the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. Kids don't just do what you tell them to do. They don't. Kids have their own likes and interests.
Stop.
The kid is gay whether he likes makeup or not.
God dang, Michael Jordan, all these freaking athletes. My dad, the story always starts the same. My dad took me to this. My mom took me to that. Yeah, when were you first introduced to? Well, my dad put me in acting school. My mom took me down to the Boys and Girls. It's always parenting.
Yeah,
they are our heroes. But we idolize them. We want to be like them.
In some cases, sure. Some cases it happens.
90%+ of the cases. What's wrong with you?
I want to see the work to that.
Your son wants to be just like you.
No, I think you have. Look. You have a blinder spot on this one, man. You do. I don't know. Look, I have no problem with this kid wearing makeup. I don't care who it comes from.
You're trying to wait. What is the percentage, Andy, of parents influencing their children? You're saying that children from 5 years old can make decisions of their own for the rest of their life against what their parents put on them?
Dude, look at the comments. I agree with Jody, but Andy is killing it. You're not making any sense, dude. You got to go play this back. And I'm trying to stay on the point because this is all about this specific 7-year-old getting a makeup palette. And you are now saying that's a gateway to him turning gay because we're giving him too many things that are going to confuse him because guys don't use makeup. And what I'm trying to get to sort of help you understand, like, that is all weird conditioning that you are now stuck in. You have this weird assumption, and it's a traditional upbringing, whatever it is, that men who get makeup are going to turn gay. And that's just not always true. In fact, I want to call out. I saw Spectre here. It said a comment. Look, I'm gay. My dad or mom never took me to this or that to turn me. It's harmless. It's just fancy. Kids like whatever they want. I didn't wear makeup, and I never wore makeup, and I'm gay. My point is, you can't speak for everybody.
Suck that cock. I'm not. But you're trying to, all you motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like this guidance and that there's no A to B. If I take my child from birth and do nothing but expose him to, let's say I'm a strip club owner, and I do nothing but expose him to big titty women. Since he was a wee lad, yeah, son, and he sees the way I treat women. You know what I'm saying? Give them titties, baby. Beach,
Yeah, there goes my revenue in this video.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's worth it. The conversation's worth it.
The revenue been gone.
So give those super chats, because I'm not even making money on this video. What am I doing this for? Go ahead. No, I'm kidding.
Back to my point. And I show that kid from adolescence up to 10 years old where he saw nothing but daddy and women, titties, booty, jiggle everywhere, strippers. You don't think that's going to have an effect on him, the way he looks at women?
But I think the whole world will, because all of the world just shows women on magazines and Instagram all over the place. That is gender roles that we're talking about. But my whole point is, like, I don't like that. When I talk to my daughter, it's just like, I'm like, screw that. Go get whatever you want. I always empower her to, like, buy the shirt in the boys section.
The WNBA, when girls play basketball,
girls have the worst choice of stuff. It's really unfair to girls.
Usually it comes from them having male friends. No?
Dude, in some cases, not all cases. As I've said multiple times, my kid doesn't want to follow my footsteps to be a nerd. Now he wants to follow my footsteps to be in YouTube.
Logic on this channel tonight.
No, but
if a girl plays basketball, most likely since she was young, she had male friends in order to get her on it.
Sure. But then there's always maybe there's another child there who didn't follow in any of that. And they're like, well, why didn't you follow? And they're a mechanic.
Correct.
So my point is, it varies. I'm not saying there aren't kids who turn into their parents. Of course it happens.
Because most girls play with the Barbies. They're in the feminine stuff. But this girl, let's use Love and Basketball, the film that happened. And I know people who did it. I never really liked the Barbie dolls and stuff like that. I hung with I have fellas for friends. You know, we balled. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I, got with the basketball. Why? Because who she hung around with at a young age. And you're trying to make it seem like what you are as a kid and what you're around as a kid with your influences don't affect and shape who we are as human beings and adults. And I will never agree with that. I'm pretty sure there's science behind this sheet. Factual statistics, just like women who are there's a statistic about transgenders and gay and pansexual, Miss Mary the Ferris wheel. Traumatic. There's statistics show that most of them suffered some traumatic rape, molestation, something tragic, life, death happening at what? Adolescence, as a child. It always goes right back to the childhood. Whenever we see someone go in from film, TV, an interview, real life documentary, when they go into a therapist, what does the therapist identify? What does he target? Tell me about your childhood. I can't believe the ignorance on this channel tonight.
No,
they go straight to the childhood. Tell me about your child. Question number 1. Tell me about your childhood. So that is where it happens.
Sure, but you're where I'm struggling with you, and I'm not disputing that. You're saying that's in all cases.
You are disputing it. Yes, you are. You disputed it all night.
No, it's not in all cases. It's in a lot of cases, maybe. Sure, I'll give you a lot of cases, but my point is, you can't turn a child gay or straight.
All NBA players can't shoot well, Andy. All NBA players can't dunk. That's true, but most of the time they can. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I don't know. Are you giving up?
No. No,
I'm having a conversation is what I'm doing. I'm just letting you have your piece because I kept talking.
We're acting like adults don't come from children.
No, look, you have sent this into so many different directions. Again, let's stay on topic, Jody. Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. As we wrap up the stream, let's stay on the topic. I absolutely agree with you. Parents, of course, kids are raised by their parents, and values and everything are instilled in them if you're a good parent. If you're a bad parent, kids suck. I absolutely agree with you. But there's so much to raising a kid. There's so many likes, dislikes, and areas. You can like your dad who played basketball, but not like your mom who cooked. You could like your dad who's on YouTube, like in my case, but not that he's a nerd. Like, that's my point. And I feel like whether you're gay or straight, it's just like whether you like basketball or not. It's one trait that you either get or you don't. But if you don't get the basketball trait or the gay trait, you're going to get the drive or the comedy or the laugh. You're going to get something from your parents, of course, but which ones you get is sort of a lottery. And my point is like, you can't control, but all I'm saying is, of course, you're right. They're going to follow in the footsteps. But to say that the gay and straight part is like the I'm taking it back. I don't believe the gay or straight part is like the basketball. I believe the gay or straight part is just in the DNA. It's like whether they're going to be blonde. It's like whether they're going to be, funny. That just comes with the
born that way.
Well, that's maybe where we're disagreeing, and I think that's
gay gene.
Yeah. No, it's not even a gene. I just think that's part of what you're born with. I do believe that.
Gay gene.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. But my point is, like, that's what I believe. And I think that's where we're falling apart. And look, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to call you ignorant. I see people in the comments. Don't call each other ignorant. We have to have conversations like this, or don't do it. No, I don't want. Come on, just you call us out, but don't say we're ignorant, right? Because I don't think Jody's ignorant at all in this case. He has a belief, and I'm going to talk to him about his belief. I have a different belief. But my point is, I do think you're putting gay and straight in the same category as basketball or race cars, and I don't subscribe to that.
Motherfucker right here, bro. This fool's name is KHFA. He don't even have a word for a name. You
hate. Don't hate on people, and don't block.
Who? Say his name.
Don't block. Well, I can't say his name, but don't block people on my channel. You can mute him if you want, but don't block people without my permission. He just because he's agreeing with me and not you.
No, ain't about that. You don't understand. Motherfuckers do this for freaking a ruse. That's the problem. That's the problem.
But I don't forget. I'm not even looking at them. I'm looking at you, man. I'm staring at you. Focus on the conversation. I'm asking you a legit question.
I can't see you.
Oh, it's not. You didn't tell me that was on. I thought it was on. I don't know why.
I can't see you.
Oh, hold on. Can I turn it on so I can look at you? You can see this.
When I'm a guest on your show, I can't see you. Just
fair. That is correct, everybody. I don't know why that.
Cameras on my show, so you can see me.
I have the camera. It's on, but I forgot I had OBS on. I had OBS. You got to tell me at the start because I have OBS on, and the camera I set for you wasn't on. So anyway, I'm sorry you can't see me.
Over here, I see everything.
I'm sorry you can't see me. That's fair. But I want to ask this legitimately. You don't believe in the gay gene, is what you're saying? You don't believe in that. No. You think that's something that's born or learned through the way they're raised. You know there is science that disproves that. You do know that.
There's science that
there's science that shows that children turn gay from being with straight parents. Like that happens. You know that. You must know that.
I do know that.
So why?
You just threw a double hook at me. Science proves that the gay gene does not exist.
So where does it come from?
Experience through life, bro. Life experiences.
So when straight parents raise their kids and they turn out gay.
The same place that the desire to be a doctor come from.
I don't think they've ever actually definitively answered this question. Like this is always where it's like the chicken or the egg. That's not gay genes. Bro. Science is on the right track. We're born this way. Let's deal with it. So I mean, look.
I'm for it.
Recent argue that sexuality is down to choice, not genetics. Here we go. You said it's on, so I'm looking. Recent article argued that sexuality is down to choice, not genetics, but the scientific evidence says otherwise and points to a strong biological origin. So, dude, you got to show me show me what you're talking about.
Because you read the article headline, you falling victim to the same thing.
No, I'm just saying. Where are you getting your information, Jody? Because I didn't know that was definitively set one way or the other.
Definitive, bro. It's definitive. You have to prove its existence, and it has not been proved to be existent. Read that article, and you'll find out there's no proof in there.
So my point is, I don't believe it's proof either way, is what I said at the beginning of the conversation.
What do you mean either way? There is no either way. There's only one way. You have to prove it exists.
Massive study finds, so this is Scientific American.
I don't have to prove that
Massive study finds no single genetic cause of same-sex sexual behavior. Analysis of 500 million people suggests that genetics may have limited contribution to sexual orientation. So yeah, the articles are going both ways. So look, I don't know what the science.
Of
You're
course.
saying the science says one thing. So show me, prove it.
Prove what?
Does the science?
I don't have the burden of proof. You do. You need to show me that science has proved it exists, and they have not. In 2000.
But you don't have to show that science doesn't prove it.
No, I don't. That's not how this works.
Why
I don't
not?
have the burden of proof.
I'm saying
You're trying to say something exists, right?
no. I'm saying
trying to say
I'm no.
something is here.
I'm saying if I thought it did, but I'm saying if I believe anything, that science hasn't proven it. Science hasn't proven that you're right or I'm right because science doesn't know.
By default, I'm right until you prove it otherwise. What's wrong with you?
No. What if anybody's right? It's that we're both wrong because science hasn't proven anything. Is what the real answer would be.
Wait, what the heck, Andy? If you cannot prove something exists, by default, it does not exist. Do you compute that?
Right, but you're telling me that science is born
then
through.
what-
So
then
no,
what
but
is
you're
the other
telling me
option?
that the same-sex orientation is
I'm
born.
not.
Where's it come from, Jody?
Can I ask you?
No. You can't do anything until you answer my question. Where's it come from?
Experience.
Prove it.
I don't need to.
There we go.
You know what? No,
And
you know
full
why?
circle.
No, it's not full circle. You think you're crafty, but I'm about to shake it up and wreck it. What are the options we have here? We have two options, right? Either experience
Or
or it's
genetics.
a gene,
Yeah.
right?
Genetics or experience. I
Right?
agree.
Science has not proven the genetics.
Well, no.
that exists.
According to the internet, I'd have to go
So
do more
check
homework.
it off.
We'll have to
Alright,
pick this
so
up next week because I'll have to go. I found some articles, but you don't believe the articles. So it's like one of
No,
those
you
instances where I
gotta
show
look
you
at the
proof,
number. You
but
gotta
it's
look at
not
the
real
numbers.
evidence. So
my God.
if I show you an article, it's me reading a random article. So I'd have to go do more diligence if I got to prove it to you. But where I'm frustrated is like I
We revisit it.
say what?
We can revisit this. We can revisit this whenever
Yeah,
you
I'll
want.
happily look in this. Or
But-
people
but if I
throw
prove
some stuff towards me.
If it doesn't exist scientifically, which it does not, it doesn't exist scientifically, which it does not. The only other option is my stance.
No,
I
you're
don't
just
have to
saying
believe you.
no. I don't believe in that in a second. Just because science can't prove
The
it,
other option.
just because science can't prove it, does it? There's maybe a reason they can't prove it. Just like we can't prove where do we come from. You just can't read certain genetics. So you're completely yelling at me with
Wait,
senseless
there's only one-
nonsense.
No, I'm not-
To you,
oh my
no.
God.
For you to tell me that science would have to know, or if there's no evidence, the science doesn't know. You're not a scientist. Don't tell me what science knows.
college
You don't know what the
student
frick
would
science
throw you
knows.
If this was a science
I'm not
college
listening to
professor,
you over scientists.
You would get thrown out.
No, you're absolutely wrong. There's no way for you to say just because you can't prove it means that I
Only
can't
one
make an
of us
argument. It
throw
makes no
science
sense.
into it. Wait a minute. Science is the only thing that you're backing your claim on. You're bringing something that needs science. I'm not.
No, I'm pointing. I don't even give a crap about science. I'm calling out that you need facts just like I do. You can't say,
no.
well, no,
Me,
because
you
science
just
didn't do it,
demonstrate.
then it must
Wait
be
a minute.
through everything else.
Unbelievable.
You can't prove it either, Jody,
Don't
and it's double
worry about-
standards.
Don't worry about me until you get your side straight. If you say the gene
No,
exists,
no,
and it
no. I'm not taking yours seriously either until you prove it, because you're telling me it's through experience.
Then all right, fine. Look.
It might not be science or experience. It could be the air for all we know.
I'll save you.
It
Let
could
me
be the
save you.
coronavirus.
Mine don't exist either. Mine ain't real either. All right, I'll save this from you. My sheet is wrong too.
That's what I'm saying. Neither of us have proof, so we don't know where it comes from. It's the chicken or the egg.
It could come from a sniff of cocaine. I don't give a freak. But it ain't a gene. Game.
Okay. Wait, if you sniff
Game.
cocaine,
We call that checkmate.
if you
Take
sniff
mine out.
cocaine, you're not on science? I don't even understand
Make
what you just said.
anything up. Make anything up you want. But I'm saying yours don't exist, mine don't exist. We'll make something up, but it ain't a gene.
Look, I thought science did, but I will admit I spoke out of turn. I found some articles, but I need to go vet the articles. But where I'm frustrated with you is
You're
you.
gonna find it doesn't exist.
Where
bro.
I'm frustrated is you saying, "Well, you don't need facts, but I do." That is asinine. And thank you for all those in the
slow
comments
down.
who had my back.
You do need facts because you're bringing a scientific theory.
No, I
What
I
shit?
threw mine out the window and I
My-
said
my
I don't know
theory-
where it comes
my
from.
theory is based on nature and nothing that you could back by science.
That's not true.
Yours
You can do
does.
studies
You
through nature.
can't,
You
no,
can.
man,
Nature
you
studies
can't-
exist. What are you talking about? No.
again?
We don't learn about nature. Science doesn't figure out how nature works. That's
No, I'm talking
that's
about
asinine
human
too.
nature. Human nature. I'm talking about human nature.
Science can figure that out too
what
through
did you
case
say?
studies.
No. Case studies will prove that it's the experiences children go through that affect their lives.
Oh, so you have evidence.
Yeah, I can give you a
Wait. Did everyone just watch Jody just completely change his opinion?
What are you talking about?
Please tell me I'm not going crazy. He just literally just switched his. Well, yeah, I got evidence on my.
I don't want
I can't talk about it. I'm getting annoyed. It's just I'm laughing, but it just makes no sense.
I'm narrowing you down. I'm backing you in the corner because that's what most people do.
No, you read the look. Go back and watch this later. You just completely shot yourself in the face. I got to give comments though to Shijamo. I don't know how to say this. There are many factors that make you who you are. Amen. I don't know if it's science. I don't know if it's experience. I don't know if it's air. I don't know if it's beer. Whatever the hell it is. I'm going to admit I don't know, but I am assuming it's just like being tall. It's just like I don't think it's a preference of I liked watching basketball, so I like it. Oh look, that guy's hot, so I'm gay. I don't believe it's the same way. I don't think it's a hobby or an interest. I think gay or straight is something that's definitely ingrained in you. Now, can someone be swayed? Absolutely, and I think that's where the line gets blurred because I do think we're in a world now of generations where a lot of kids and younger are like, I'm bi. Everyone's bi because I'm so confused. And I do feel like, yeah, I was confused too, but I didn't call myself bi. I didn't know. There's middle school and high school. It's a weird, awkward time for a lot of kids. And I do think it's dangerous where now we're like, yeah, you can have sex with everything. It's cool because you're confused. I do. That does worry me if I'm going to show my cards a little bit, but I do think that comes around. But thank you for that support. And then Bunda, wasn't Gabrielle Union like 40 when she started dating D Wade, who was in his early 20s? I don't know. Do you know? I don't like Gabrielle Union based off of that America's Got Talent drama. Ugh, I was not a fan of the stuff that she did, calling out. I don't know. I didn't. But anyway, I don't know about D Wade and Gabrielle. Do you know who's older than who, or are you still mad at me?
I don't know who.
Is Gabrielle Union older than D Wayne?
Yeah,
Dwayne Wade?
She got him by at least 5-6 years. Yeah. She's in her 40s.
Yeah. Okay. So that she's older than him, right?
Yeah, she's older than him.
She was like the Mrs. Robinson. Myra Marin, both nature and nurture affect the child, not just one. Well, there you go. Myra's being smart, but we could both be right, Jody. It could be and I think that's my point. He doesn't realize what he said, just doubled down, agreed with me. He said nature and nurture, none of those are science. No, but I'm saying, no. I think nature is science, is like you're born with it. That's nature, I think is what she meant. Nurture is how you're conditioned and how you're raised because it's nurturing you. That's what she meant. So science is nature.
Nature and science do not go hand in hand.
No, but I'm just saying in the comment, Jody, let's not have an argument about this. I verify Myra, but I think that's what she meant. She's saying it's just you're born with it. It's just part of nature, or you're nurtured because nurtured is raising. And I do think that's valid. She's right. It could be both things because I do think if you raise someone, you could be swayed some way. I don't think you're wrong, Jody. I'm just saying I think there's a lot of cases where you're born gay and you don't realize it and you're stuck and you don't know what it is. And then there's a lot of people who say, you can't like makeup. Stop watching that James Charles. And that makes me sad.
I do think people are at really young ages have those feelings of homosexuality. I believe that.
Right. And so imagine a poor kid who's 7 who wants to do makeup palettes and not do it sexually, but just likes makeup. And now we're like, damn you, parent. Your mom sucks. How dare you play with makeup? That makes me sad, man. That poor kid had joy on his face. I don't want to bash that kid. I don't want to get involved in that kid.
All right. I am not going to allow mine to listen to hip hop music at the age of 7, 8, 9, 10. For the same reason, I'm not going to let him do the makeup palette.
I respect that. There's a lot of stuff. I try to tone down my YouTube down, or I strict it of what they watch, just because it's garbage. And I want them to like watch stuff with stories and not just be watching spammed crap all the time. It's hard because they really want to do it. And
do you understand what the children are subject to when they watch YouTube videos like that? Do you know what will pop up on suggested? Of just watching those type of videos?
They don't get that because I put them on Apple TV. Like I have a little bit more control over it. But yeah, sometimes, yes.
No, not your kid in your situation.
Absolutely. You got to police it. And I like the YouTube Kids app, but then it's because then you can't go watch some normal stuff with them. But no, absolutely. Parents need to police YouTube, and they don't. And it's terrifying. And they absolutely do. But yeah, we're on the same page with that. But my point is like YouTube can be a very bad thing for kids if you're not policing it and at least monitoring it. And Crazy Uzo, yes, Crazy Uzo, passionate debate by both both of you, thank you for stepping it up. I really appreciate it because I'm not going to get monetized in this video. So thank you for showing. If you want this, you gotta help me, or I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm going to go spend time with my family if you guys aren't supporting me.
That's Uso. That's another
Yeah.
one of my motherfuckers.
Thank God they're keeping this channel afloat. Otherwise, I'm going to go do something better with my time if you guys are just going to sit and watch and not enjoy. Sorry, I'm e-begging. Ugh. But thank you, Myra Martin. Myra Martin, you're my favorite. She's been here for a while.
Myra, she's one of yours.
Yes, Myra. In fact, Myra, you have just earned a moderator wrench. Ba-bang! Because I know you. You've been around for a while.
Oh, okay.
No, she's been around she's been paying for ages. I know she can't do a ton, but she always throws a couple bucks here and there as she can, and it adds up. So Myra, thank you. Yes, that's what I meant, Andy. She was saying the nature nurture. She was saying nature she meant science. So thank you, Myra. Sorry I had to make you pay another $1 to tell Jody that, but I appreciate it. Anyway, coming full circle. Thank you because I know I've talked to her. Anyway, thank you, Myra, for giving always. Like
Are we out of time already?
Well, no, we've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes.
Man, you got me wild up.
This was a good one, dude. Should we we should just do this? Should we just make this night be like anything that's in the news? It doesn't even have to be let's call it.
I've been telling you current events.
Yeah, let's just call it Change Our Minds. We'll adapt it. Change our minds. We'll just have passionate.
Change my mind. Freaking change your mind. Let's just
change our minds. No, I'm going to call it that so it feels connected. It'll be our own thing, and that way it's Andy and Jody. Change your minds. We're going to yell about headlines. It doesn't always have to be movie related. Sometimes it will be. Sometimes it won't. But I think I'll lose the nerd because if I do change my mind, then I'm really just ripping off Steven Crowder. But he doesn't.
I acknowledge you, Alonzo. He gave you $20 too.
Yeah, no, Alonzo. Thank you. Did I? Oh, he gave another one. Did I miss that earlier? I meant to give him. I got to figure out how to find these later. Alonzo, sorry, there was a really heated moment where I think you did, and I'm sorry, Alonzo, I didn't give you that love again. But Alonzo, you're the best. I appreciate it. I see you, Myra Martin. Thank you, Myra. Thank you.
Shout out to Myra.
Thank you. She steps it up. But no, this is awesome. I love it. Look, I think this is fun because all I do is talk movies, but it'd be nice to have another venue.
And I gotta say, let me just because people, I have a lot of gay subscribers. I have gay friends.
And can I say
they know me.
Yeah, no, I think it was Alonzo who said, he left a chat. Sorry, I didn't read it. I meant to. Alonzo said, like, yeah, hey, as a gay male, I just want to let you know Jody is the best, and I never feel threatened. Look, so Alonzo, sorry, thank you for reminding me, because I did want to make sure I called that out. I just was waiting. But what I wanted to say was, I don't believe Jody's ignorant or homophobic or any of those things. Of course not.
No.
So I hope no one's assuming I am. Just because we're debating about where people, does gay come from birth or through how the way they're raised, that doesn't make someone homophobic or even a mean person. That's what's so problematic with the internet and people today. Of like, you say something and then they make their own narrative for you of what that means and what that must make you. And I think that's really frustrating. So Jody, sorry if this is me, the liberal version, but thank you for having the conversation and being yourself and doing I love it when we do this because I like to. I'll get angry when I get angry, but I want to be more respectful. I think we as a society all need to be more respectful of each other. We can call each other out. We can call each other names. We can in fun ways, like nice, playful.
And forget about it.
But and at the end of the day, we shake hands. We have fun. We know we're not thing. But so anybody coming at Jody, you're coming at me because I trust and believe in Jody. If I thought he was some jerk, homophobic, crazy person, I wouldn't be doing shows with him. So
to make sure I speak on let me clear my name real quick. Let me say something. Bruh, I got gay subs, got gay friends, family. Don't confuse my words for hate, anti this, anti that. It ain't that. I'm only speaking from a motherfucking perspective that I have. You could think is right, you could think is wrong, but there's one thing that you should bank on is that what I say is what I believe and it's honest. It ain't no BS pandering. It ain't no tiptoeing and stepping over the thing. I don't have any problem with any creed or, all that, except for the pedophilia, pansexual part. I ain't feeling that.
Look, I'm with you. I look the other. Sorry, wait. Thank you. That support's coming in, so thank you. I'm gonna stick. If you guys keep the support coming, we'll keep the stream going. Crazy Uzo, and this was a fire stream, so come on, step up. $2. It's less than a cup of coffee. Come on, Crazy Uzo, stepping up again. Thank you so much for that support. And Myra Martin again. Myra, change of topic. Who are you gonna vote for president? Oh man, I think we need to save that for next week.
I do not talk politics or religion.
I'm not afraid to talk politics. I don't care. They know I don't like. No, I agree. But right now, if I'm going to pick somebody, it'd probably be Bernie.
That's nice.
I'd probably pick Bernie. There you go. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've been listening and paying attention. I don't think he's going to win. I think we're going to get Trump again. But I like that Bernie's mixes. You know why? Here's what this isn't even politics to me. I believe in universal health care. It's really important to me. I hate that I don't have it currently.
We should have free health care.
We as America, like, I don't care if you're red or blue, like, it's purple. Why are other countries doing it? And there's so much nonsense and misdirection and people misunderstand. I want choice. Who's ever had good choice of health care? Even when I worked the best jobs, it was the worst choices. You always had to go to some office and some doctor I didn't know because then the other one's not in the network. And then you got to worry if I'm in network. And then I'm like, well, which ambulance am I going to go on? Because if I go out of network on my ambulance, I'm going to be bankrupt because I got the wrong ambulance in the wrong city when I need an emergency. Dude, our healthcare system sucks. And no one should go bankrupt being sick. I'm sorry. I've been rich. I'm now poor. In both instances, I'm fine paying more as a rich person to help make sure that everybody gets proper health care. Should be an American right. We're supposed to be the best country in the world, and we can't even figure that out. We got to give big pharmaceutical the money. So that's as political as I'll get, because that's why I like Bernie, because he's getting them all hot. He's bothering them, just like Trump got everybody else hot. I like both sides getting people hot because I don't like politics, but that's my one belief. Healthcare is a scam. That's where I only get frustrated and get animated with politics. But yeah, I don't want to get into politics. But I do like that Bernie's pushing that agenda because healthcare sucks in this country. I hope everyone can agree on that. And that's
your subscribers are racist. They hate black people. When I came over here, they hated me. They still hate me to this day.
No, they don't.
Refuse to watch me. I hate your subscribers.
Well, there you go.
Most of them, not all of them. Most of them.
No, look, I don't see any racist stuff
Jody's
now.
Corner embraced you with open arms because that's how we get down. I'm proud of my freaking subs, man. Thank you guys for embracing Andy that way. You Popcorn Planet subscribers, freak y'all, man. Most of y'all, not all of y'all, but most of y'all.
Yeah, the ones who are here who are showing love and in the comments, I see you. But no, look, they're not here. We have 200 people watching, which jumped up, thank God. But we have 200 people, and you're right, 190,080 of them are that way. But there's a good 200 here who actually support. So thank you guys.
I always factor that in my mind. When I get to 100,000 subscribers, I want to average at least over 1,000 per stream.
Dude, and you'll be surprised because I've been at 6 million, and dude, the hate is still there.
Y'all were getting what? Y'all were getting a couple thousand.
On live streams, we were on movie fights. Yeah, we would get 3,000 to 4,000 on a certain night. Yeah, with 6 million subscribers, that helps.
I mean,
yeah, and it wasn't happening as
people really into
it wasn't as big then either. The streaming is now everybody. I'm competing with 10 other shows, like every night someone's streaming, so it's harder. And then when you stream, you don't get the other revenue of the videos going viral, which some of mine did. So I choose to do these with you, but then if I don't, it's like anybody. Christian Harloff's doing it, all these people. If I don't make the super chats, I can't do it. It's like I can't do this for nothing. It just this is my job. At least I'm trying to make it my job. And if you guys don't support it, that's your right. I'm not going to make you support it, but then I'm just not going to do it. I'll find other methods to do other things. But anyway, another one of Jody's supporters stepping up. Thank you as we wrap up. K Dots, I love you. Changed my mind. Endgame Thanos was 10 times cooler than Infinity War Thanos. Try to change my mind, and if you can, I'll buy you anime body pillow. Ooh. So wait, shoot. He's saying Thanos was 10 times cooler than Endgame Thanos. Hold on, I'm playing them back really quick because I'll give you this. I'll give you a minute on this. Hold on, because there was a different Thanos in Infinity War versus Endgame. In Infinity War, he steps up and he does the snap, and he's sort of toying with them all the whole time. But he does the job.
Lollipop.
He does the job. So what you're saying, Endgame? No, Endgame wasn't cooler. I disagree. Infinity War Thanos actually got the job done. Endgame Thanos was just like, I'm gonna kill everybody. He completely lost his way of thinking, where he turned into an obvious villain instead of someone who was doing the good for society, which was so much darker and deeper as a villain. Like there was points where you're like, damn, Thanos is right. Who didn't think that? Thanos got a point. Overpopulation sucks. There's a lot of crappy people in this world. We probably do need to at some point wipe it out, but no one's going to ever want to do it. And the fact that he was so lost in his crazy mind that he thought it was actually going to help, that was Infinity War Thanos. And then we got Endgame Thanos, who's like, look at this. I'm reading this scene from last movie. This is going to change my whole perspective on everything. And now I'm just going to be a stupid mustache twirling villain that so obviously gets caught.
God.
He's not the same villain at all. He's not nearly as good.
Twice as good.
How?
For one, he actually was a savage and he fought and he was killing people.
And lost?
Effing people up.
You mean when he lost?
Yeah, just like Infinity War, Thanos lost. I think he got his head chopped off.
No, he won Infinity War. He got that.
He got
that snap.
decapitated in his own house.
He got the snap.
After he snapped, he was a washed, trash, homeless bum who gave up on life.
Yeah, I can't change your mind, K-Dots, because Thanos in Infinity War was being merciful. Then that was whack. I mean,
yeah, he was letting everyone live in Infinity War. I like him snapping away.
No, same
Drax
goal.
Clay.
No,
oh my God,
he turned into a generic villain at the end. The conflict in Infinity War is far more interesting than I'm just going to kill everybody. That's what makes him cool then. That's every villain in Marvel.
And you killed Loki, but Loki ain't gone because he's oh God.
That was Infinity War.
Yes,
he killed. You're right. He killed Gamora. He killed his own daughter in Infinity War.
He didn't kill her. He sacrificed her for the stone.
He killed her. How is that not killing her?
He had no choice.
That's killing her. I don't care. He made a choice to kill her to get the stone. That's not merciful.
Everybody they kill come back.
Oh, come on. You're allowed to side with me to beat K-Dots. You know it. Come on. This isn't change my mind. This is now, let's have Jody be real. Which Thanos is better?
Endgame Thanos is way better, bro. I preach it on my channel all the time.
No way.
Endgame Thanos was about them games, bro.
He wasn't.
He was diabolical.
Because of time travel, he got like a cheat short book. That was all a trick. He got tricked. That was all done to trick him because Doctor Strange knew. At the end of Infinity War, during Infinity War, Thanos was winning. Thanos didn't know. Thanos was going to do it. But then Doctor Strange had to go cheat and read the end of the book and say, well, we can do this. And then had Thanos walk into it, which made him a stupid villain and made him a generic villain. Because all of the growth he had of killing Gamora, all the stuff that made Thanos be such a rich villain that made him the best character we have had in the MCU, it all got thrown away because he was like, I'm going to murder everybody. How dare you? That's lazy.
Infinity War Thanos had the benefit of an Infinity Gauntlet with a gang of stones, and Thanos
and lost
had nothing but a sword and was killing people. That Infinity game.
Who did he kill?
War Thanos.
Whoa! Who did? Let's call you out there. Who did Endgame Thanos kill?
Endgame Thanos bodied Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor.
No, he didn't. The snap killed Iron Man. Didn't kill Thor. Didn't kill Cap. Didn't kill Captain America. Didn't kill Black Panther. Didn't kill Spider-Man. In fact, I don't think Infinity War and Endgame Thanos killed anybody.
I'm talking about the savagery.
Didn't kill, but Jody, he didn't kill anybody.
The portal's open. The only reason why he didn't kill him is because portal's open.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
He walked right into that, didn't he? That was a pretty stupid move for your best villain to do. Why wasn't he smarter? He didn't outthink them?
Portals did not open. Cap, Iron Man, and
if those portals didn't open in his army of people, yeah, it would have been pretty embarrassing if he lost at that point. But he showed up and got lost. He took the L. He's a totally terrible villain. He didn't win. He won in Infinity War.
In Infinity War, Iron Man soloed Thanos, my dude. Soloed him with stones.
And he won in Infinity War. He killed half the population, in addition to Loki, in addition to his own daughter.
In Endgame, Thor with Mjolnir and his other hammer, Cap, and that same Iron Man, all three of them got wrecked by a Thanos with no stones. And you're trying to tell me that one ain't better?
Got wrecked? It was a cool sequence, but he lost.
No. Beat them to pulp.
No, they showed up at the end when the portal opened, and they were fine. They weren't broken.
Iron Man out. Iron Man was knocked out on the ground. Thor was knocked out unconscious.
No, you are so rewriting. You need to go watch your movie. Iron Man somehow pulled a magic trick from the great Thanos and took the stones back, and he didn't even notice. He's a joke, dude.
When it was a 3-on-1.
No. You keep doing this. I'm putting your feet to the fire. How did he wreck Iron Man? He literally got David Copperfield, the cheesiest thing in the world, by a guy who has no powers. He somehow, literally stole his wallet. Literally the dumbest thing you could do.
You forgot the movie. I didn't. When it was 3-1, remember when they were walking up?
Yeah, you're fast forwarding, but you're going back. Let's talk about Iron Man because you said he got wrecked. He didn't.
He got wrecked. He got
didn't.
knocked unconscious.
No,
And he popped
the
up 30
snap.
minutes later with
The
the gauntlet.
snap knocked him out unconscious.
Nah. Thanos punched him away, and he was off screen for 30 minutes because he was asleep. And he knocked Thor out on a rock. He was unconscious. And then he threw Captain America, and then Captain America tied his shield to go sacrifice himself because Thanos was going to finish him until the portals open. Iron Man was unconscious, bruh.
Yeah, but the point being, guess who took out Thanos? Captain Marvel.
She got wrecked
Captain
too.
Marvel took him out. Ooh, big Thanos. Come on. Come on. Great sequence for the heroes. Terrible sequence for Thanos. It's a cool sequence with a sword. I'll give you that. It's a cool sequence, but better villain? He lost, dude. He won in Infinity War. He was not merciful at all in Infinity War. He gets idiotic.
He let Star-Lord live.
No, he's idiotic and he gets greedy and he's short-sighted and he gets
Did he let Doctor
Strange
and Star-Lord live? Didn't he let Drax live? He turned him
because he had more important things to think about because he didn't care about them. That's how merciless he was. He's like, you guys are fleas to me. In Endgame, he's like, oh man, I gotta kill these 3 humans. Why is he even wasting his time?
In Endgame, he was on a mission. He was out to rewrite what they tried to erase, and he wasn't playing no games. There was no dialogue. There was no talking. He wrecked the shit out of everyone that was in his way.
Myra Martin, Infinity Thanos is way better. He was a badass. He was. I don't understand. I understand you can throw away. Jen She Fox, thank you. Gentlemen, can we all agree that all MCU villains are overrated and terrible, except for Thanos in Infinity War?
Killmonger. Thanos is not the best villain in MCU.
Killmonger's good too. I'll give you that one.
Killmonger's the best, hands down.
Well, see, I think Thanos in Infinity War has a similar thing with Killmonger. You're like, well, damn, this guy has a point. You don't think Thanos has a point in Infinity War?
Killmonger is a cinematic villain on the level of DC level with Heath Ledger's Joker and Bane and shit. Thanos is a comic book villain comer.
I'm with you until that third act of Killmonger where he just sits. He's like, oh, now I've got the power and I'm greedy.
He's still the best villain in MCU.
But I'm saying he's not Heath Ledger. I think at the third act he lost. The character was not written at the end.
But you can compare him. He's the best villain that the MCU has ever produced.
Yeah, in Endgame they were hurt because of all the explosions before. Yeah, dude, I don't know how to prove you wrong, K-Dot, but I feel like I did because I don't understand. No, Thanos and then K-Dot. No, Thanos held Iron Man in front of Thor's hammer and he got smacked. Look, it doesn't matter. He lost. I don't understand how you guys can pick the villain. There's 2 movies where one he wins and he actually kills half the world and decimates it, and he does it by killing his own daughter. He kills Loki. Dude's merciless.
He had a gauntlet in the whole film of Infinity War, bro. He had nothing in Endgame, and he was killing people. He was serving everyone
he
up.
Didn't. But he didn't kill anybody. That's the problem. Punching someone out isn't winning. Having a cool fight choreography. I agree, the fight was cool, but it was a cool fight. It didn't make me like. I thought actually Thanos was he just completely lost everything he was building in Infinity War for a quick win, and then he lost, and he became short-sighted. He lost his whole.
He couldn't kill no one in that film, obviously, because if someone dies in Endgame. They're gone for good, right?
Well, no, Iron Man died, and he didn't get killed by Thanos. He got killed by the snap.
He don't count.
Also, Black Widow died, and not by Thanos. Again,
right.
They killed off 2 major Avengers, and neither of which by Thanos. But they did do that in Infinity War. No, Infinity War, he did kill some people.
Portals, man. If the portals opened up in Infinity War, he'd be dead again. He would have been dead in Infinity War. Let's keep it a
well, yeah, because they were outnumbered, and that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't understand what you're even talking about. Does it matter? Darkseid Doshi doesn't matter. Both are great movies. Yeah, because I want the anime body pillow. Of course it matters.
Guardians fought Thanos, bro. They pinned him down and were taking the glove off his unconscious body. Mantis was in his mind, putting him to sleep. I mean, if that's not just an ugly execution of having Thanos, bro, the Endgame Thanos, that never would have happened to him ever.
It did happen to him. He totally lost.
Endgame Thanos, that trash soliloquy, hold his arms, grab his thing, put him to sleep with Mantis. That shit was weak. Butterflies with Doctor Strange and him reality wiping and shit, turning stuff into fluff and bubbles, turning guns into bubbles, turning them into strawberry rubber bands, and then when he leaves, they come from rubber bands and they go form right back to their human form.
He was gathering the stones for the mission that he ended up fulfilling. And then they had to go back in time to change the mission. And then we went back and got a less developed version of Thanos who was not capable of completing the thing. They just basically went back and got a younger Thanos who didn't know what he was doing.
No development in Infinity War. All he was a man on a mission saying finite, infinite, balance, finite. That's all he had. He had nothing. In Endgame, they gave him meat on his potato. They gave him some meat with it.
Myra
he
Martin
actually had a purpose.
I got to say, there's a few more that came in. Thank you guys as we wrap up. Come on, let's get it over 100. We're almost over $100. Just need a couple more. Wait, Bruce, thank you, Bruce Bain. I love your name. You've been showing up more often. Love the passion, guys. Keep nailing it. I appreciate that. Myra Martin again. See, Myra, I told you Myra is the best. Don't forget Loki. He has lots of character growth. Yeah, and they killed him off. Thanos killed him off. Look,
yeah, Loki fell off because he started turning into a heartthrob and he stopped going dark. He lost it after Avengers 1.
Yeah, well, I mean, he dated Taylor Swift.
Turned him into a
That's what happens when you date Taylor Swift. All right, look, it's hot in the studio, and I know people are getting tired, and I got to go to have some stuff. But what I wanted to say was, let's see a vote as we wrap up. Come on, one more chat. You'll break me over 100 for the night, and then I feel like I worked today. I did a lot of work today, but I didn't get paid for this.
Like I did. I was screaming at the top of my freaking lungs.
But all that passion, the fire, pay for it.
That is.
But what I was gonna say is vote. I want to see you guys vote. Which I want that body pillow, K-Dots.
I want your subscribers who are watching, who are not Jody's Corner subscribers, to look at the love that the Jody's Corner subscribers are showing on your creator's platform. And I want you to look at this. There's another one from Uso, $10. And I want you to look at this, and I want you to be ashamed of yourself for not supporting Andy.
Yeah, guys, and Jody's fam pays they drop $100 bills every time I'm on. I'm just damn.
Friday we made over 1,000.
Dude, his family is love and their support and they have passion, and I'm so excited. Look, I want to build this up with you guys and go keep going. Both lift you up, lift me up. That's the goal. Let's build a new passionate base. So Crazy Uzo, thank you. Great stream, guys. This was a fun stream. Dark Side Doshu.
And start a new channel, man. Let's go to the Cactus. Man.
We're starting the Cactus. I'm not going to make any money there, but I don't care. Maybe we'll move this over to Cactus because this could be we'll go political without the politics.
Get a whole new fan base. These motherfuckers is tired.
What was I say? Thanos still better than Apocalypse from Dark Side Doshi. Yeah, I mean, of course, Apocalypse.
Facts.
I think we both agree. My mind has not changed. No pillow. Oh, K-Dots, you were never gonna change your mind. You were like, this is. Don't offer something. I gave you a good. Let's see let's see what the audience voted. Did you guys vote? Endgame Thanos or Infinity War Thanos? Which was better? As we wrap up, I want the votes. Drop them now. Boom, 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 boom. You can also just drop my face if you want to vote for me, and I'll see a lot of my faces. Well, there we go. Thank you, Jody, as always. You're the best. And we crossed $100 tonight. Damn! And there, Django Fett. Woo! Infinity War Thanos. Wait 10 movies to win. Endgame Thanos rushed in. Yes.
There it is.
No. Wait 10 movies to win. Endgame Thanos. Oh! BJ Phantom just dropped the mic. My first hundo. Bam, bam, bam. And he's one of your guys, right?
One of mine.
Damn, BJ, you just made my night. That is that makes me want to deliver to you guys like fire. I'm gonna keep at it. Thank you, man. That was fantastic. Massive love over to. Can I see this on the stream? There we go. I gotta call this out. Look at this. Bam! Look at that. BJ Phantom, $100. Bam, 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 bam. Jody's Corner, man. They are my family now. I'm ride or die, Jody. Whatever you want, I'm there forever. You are.
Wipe some of these old motherfuckers out. We need to start a new channel, bro. You need to start a new one, man.
No, we can repurpose. Let's keep the fire coming. They'll find us. I'm good at this. We'll make this happen. But anyway, dude, BJ, for real, that was really generous of you. Thank you, man. That totally means a lot to me. That's what I'm trying to make every stream. Is just if I can make $100 a stream, it's like. Not that hard to do. I can actually sustain this for you guys and keep going. So I appreciate all you stepped up tonight. And those of you couldn't, hopefully you will next time. And I e-beg at the end because you've stuck around this long. You better support that stream because that was a good stream. We went some good places. So I want to do more of that. So stay tuned. Definitely Tuesdays, Jody and I are going to be deliverance. And then Wednesdays over on his, come deliver for him when we do Yin and Yang. But Myra Martin, sorry, got to disagree. I'm a Loki stand. He's Loki fan.
A Loki stan.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. A lot of women are.
Myra, thank you for that. You gave a lot. All right. So, support Andy. Wait, no, hold on. Where are the votes? See, guys, see how Jody's fam just totally dropped you all. Come on, look. I know all of you aren't rich. I can't always drop $100. Look, I get it, but Myra Martin's dropping $2, and she helps.
Non-supporters. That's right.
I take it all the same, but BJ, you just stepped it up beyond level, and the fans see it, and thank you, man. And no one's voting because they're all like, "Damn!"
Dude, yeah,
that's like regular over on Jody's channel, guys, because he's got love, he's got support. So that's what I want to grow here. So if you don't want that, or you don't like me, that's cool. Leave. Just don't come in. I want to build this up with new people. If you're watching, you made this far, you 200. Let's make this every week.
Yeah, but I also don't like coming here and seeing your haters hate me because I'm black.
Who's saying that? I've blocked it.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
Oh, look. I'll agree that they were there in the beginning, but I've really tried. I don't see these people there now. I think they're. Look, I'll be honest. I think this episode, a lot of people were frustrated with you because they felt like you were.
I don't care about this.
No. But the gay straight thing is, I think, what they were mad at you about. It has nothing to do about you being black.
Yeah, that's fine. But
it's like me. I don't know. Look, we could talk about that next stream, but don't assume it's racial. Don't assume that.
I'm not, but the real motherfucker in me, I know what it is.
Sure, but I get it. I can't ever assume what that's like for you. I'm not trying to, but my point is. But at the same time, don't always assume. It's just like me always thinking everyone's out to get me. They're not always out to get me, but I have that problem too because I went through shit.
They are though.
But sure, and just like they are for you. But I'm just saying, not always. You got to try to give a little bit of a benefit of doubt. Anyway, I'm trying to get I can't say Infinity War, Thanos.
Bro, have you seen your subscribers? As soon as you make a video, like the whenever you make a video about something they be freaking coming out of the woodwork to hate your shit. Andy, I hate your guts. This is terrible. I can't believe I trusted you. Oh my God, you must have really done. I'll be reading that shit like, God.
Well, no, there are two people on Twitter, and I think it's the same person. I don't want to call them out.
This is hundreds of people.
Bro. No, but there are two people who specifically, that's all they do. There's two people.
It's just two?
I've blocked. No, but I know it because I see it. I've blocked them, and they come back, and they'll literally chime in on any thread I do.
I got way more than two.
But these two are like doing the work to really to get me, and I think it's the same person. But they have these dummy accounts, and even though they're blocked, they'll still get in. They'll have like a ghost account to check, and then they'll go reply to anybody who replies to me just to talk shit about me. It's like why are they wasting so much time? I don't get it. But I'm like, well, man, I really affected them. So clearly, good.
Because nobody checks them. That's why.
Well, no, I get no. They do. I have got people who step up. That's not true. Some people step up and call them out, and they did recently. But my point is, like, it happens. But I don't think it's like everybody. There's a select few, and then yes, once in a while, a new fan base will go, "Oh, aren't you the assaulter guy?" And I call them out. I don't just sit there and take it. I'm like, yeah, no, or I block them or I mute them. But I engage with everybody online. So yeah, dude, I've pissed off a lot of people in my past. It is what it is. Myers, sorry, we already got Myers. I thought I missed a thing there. I was trying to find the votes, but it got so distracted when BJ dropped the hundo. Which again, BJ, man, that was legendary. Thank you, man. But it looks like I saw Endgame. Oh, here we go. Infinity War, Endgame. Infinity War, Endgame, Infinity War, Infinity War, Endgame, Infinity War, Thanos, Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame, wow. It is really, really Infinity War. So a couple more Infinity Wars, but way more closer than I realized. That's a good fight. We could do that one of the nights on Yin and Yang and try to even go. I'm sure we could go do another round on that.
Heck yeah.
But anyway, there we go. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys who stepped up.
I got a real hot one. For tomorrow.
Ooh, do you want to tease it or no?
Star Wars related.
Ooh. All right.
2 characters of Star Wars are going head to head, babe.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm down. Also, BJ, you've clearly just earned your moderator status. There you go, dude. That's instant access.
BJ Phantom, bro.
But yeah, I'm down. Star Wars, let's fight about it. I got tons to argue, and I see Delonzo again. Thank you for your support today. Andy, love your channel, and no one hates Jody. It makes me laugh when he says it. He's a little sensitive. See, I agree. You gotta.
Stop
we love
it.
you, man.
I don't give a.
We love you, man.
Freak about you. Who said that? Who said
Delonzo. That? You totally care about Delonzo.
What did he say?
He said, "Andy, love your channel, and no one hates Jody." It makes me laugh when he says it. He's a little sensitive. He's showing you love. He's like, yeah, you get a little sensitive.
People hate me.
Yeah, but you can't focus on it.
Bro, what are you talking about? The hate is real. Delonzo, you should know better than that to say something like that. The hate is real out for Jody's Corner. What? I got a virus on jodyscorner.com right now that I'm getting fixed because someone tried to hack my site.
Yeah?
The hate is real. My site is down right now getting reworked because a hater freaking put bugs and scam and try to take my site down. What are you talking about? Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
well, yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't have haters, but I'm just saying I think you
Hate
have
is
more.
real.
There, but I had this conversation with Boogie2298 because he has a lot of haters, and they'll just create threads on Reddit to take him down and destroy him. They'll never let him move on, and it's sad because the dude I think is actually a good guy. But my point is like you can't let him get to you. That's the problem. When you react to the comments, it's funny once in a while, but you seem to actually sometimes care. That's all I think we're saying. Like don't worry about the stupid trolls. Like focus on the ones who love you.
I'm not. You see, that's the thing, and I only expect a certain amount of people to understand this. I don't tolerate disrespect on my own platform. I just don't.
Yeah, but I guess
my channel,
the line.
You come on my channel, in my stream, in my comments, and you disrespected me, you get sniped. That's just how I am. In the street, you see me, you disrespect me, it's gonna be problems. I just don't roll like that.
Yeah, no, dude, but I agree on this. I think there is this weird thing. Like, of course, everyone should have their own safe space on their channels. Why not? That's not like being sensitive.
Exactly. I should not have to come Monday, Tuesday, and see the same douchebag saying negative shit, hating.
Right, but saying you're sensitive with cry face is, but saying he loves you, that's not hate. That's just people having fun playing. I'm not
saying Delonzo's hating. I'm saying there are haters out there that do hate.
Yes, then we're in the same agreement. We all have haters. Now we're going in circles. Anyway,
I'm not calling Delonzo.
No, I was gonna say he was showing love.
No way, Delonzo's a hater. He's a supporter. What the freak?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, F the haters. F the haters. But anyway, no, I'm paying attention. If you're just here and a casual viewer, see ya. We're gonna start sniping you out. I'm giving more power over to these mods because I realize it does actually help. Because look, I don't care for some criticism, but just be respectful about it. There's so much disrespect right now, and I'm over it. If I see anybody on Twitter doing it, I mute them, I hide them. I don't give an F. I'll attempt to engage once, and if I see the guy's just going to do it twice, boom, no 3 strikes for me. So anyway, we all have haters here. That's what it is.
Got it.
And I appreciate you all commenting. So anyway, thank you. Let's wrap it up because I'm just trying to look at these comments. But thank you everybody who stepped up and gave today. It really means a lot. BJ, bam, you are the legend tonight.
Epic.
And also Crazy Uzo stepped up a bunch. Myra Martin, so many. K-Dots. Yeah, so many of you stepped up tonight. Thank you so much for coming to it. I can't wait to be on Jody's tomorrow. It'll be fire again. Looking forward. I always bring it for him. And I'll be back, I think, Thursday. I'm still trying to figure out how to make Nerd Wars more fun. I just want it to be fun. It's starting to not be fun. But you can catch me every day too. Afternoon, those are fun. Where I'm just doing movie talk, and then at night I get to have sort of after dark.
If you don't enjoy something, stop doing it, man, because it's gonna turn to stress.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But this I like. This is always fun. Whenever you and I talk, it's always fun. But I got producing and making it happen for 200 people that don't pay. That's not fun. So it'll start dying, or I'll just do it.
That's because Jody ain't there, baby. Let's keep it 100, bro. I'm box office, man.
Well, no, you care and you're passionate and you are reliable and you're a professional. Whether people think that about you or not, you just know your stuff.
Facts.
And you are a host.
That's true, and I bring money.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. I bring money.
Yeah, well, your fans have it. But no, I that's why I bring it to you as well. I'm always there for you. So thank you. Anyway, Jody's the best. Thank you. Everybody go over to Jody's Corner. Obviously, you guys you already are. And if you if you're not over there, you should be. And if you are being mean to him from my channel, then go F off, because why are you doing that? Jody's my bud, and I want to make sure he's getting love over there on that stream as well from my folks who will come. And then Hugging the Cactus will be my new. I'm planting new seeds, Jody. Don't worry, they're coming. But everybody watching, thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome one. I am gonna cut to my main shot, so this stuff, guys. Hugging the Cactus. Go subscribe. Go give me watch time on the video. It should be popping up next to me. Go click this stuff because it's important to me, and it should be important to you if you've been following me. So thanks so much for everybody for watching Jody's Corner. The link's in the description. We'll be back tomorrow at 2, every weekday 2, and then Tuesdays at around 8, 9, and then maybe Thursday if I can figure it out. We'll see how you guys do. I'll give you another shot this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.